Okay, welcome back to the build, everybody. In this video, I'm going to demo what I've been doing with my electrical system. This is probably the most fun I've had working on the car. This system, in my opinion, is just totally amazing. So basically, I've got a power distribution module. It's the AIM Technologies PDM32. I've got the AIM display, 6-inch display, some BlinkMarine keypads. I've got the Raptor Pro wireless steering wheel, and I've got some expansion capabilities because I want to monitor a ton of stuff in this car. And anyway, let's get started. Okay, so this is the main screen, and as you can see, I've got some icons on the bottom. I've got an analog display, and I've got it sort of programmed to be cruising on the highway at 75 miles an hour at 2,000 RPM. And if I hit the next page button on my steering wheel, I go to a details page, and it's got all sorts of detailed information. I can tell you the radiator fan speed. It can tell you the intercooler fan speed. Because we're going over 60 miles an hour, the fans are shut off. You can see the intake, temp, all sorts of useful information. I hit it again. This is the tire page, and you can see the tire pressure and also the tire temperatures. I don't have that hooked up right now, but I'll be monitoring also the brake bias, and also show you the amount of vacuum in the power brake booster. So that's pretty useful and pretty cool. Then I go to the screen that controls the vintage air system, and we'll look at this in more detail in a little bit. We're going to go back to the main page, and actually if I start to thumb through these, if I just hold that one button down on the steering wheel, it goes right back to the main page. Okay, and let's see, I've got the blinkers programmed. So that's the left blinker. If I hit the right blinker, it actually shuts the left blinker off and turns the right blinker on. So that's pretty cool. You can see I've got the auto lights on, but I could always shut that off. I'll show you that in a minute. Then I have the high beams. Press it once for on, once for off. If you hold it down, it'll flash repeatedly, and then you just click it again. If I need to use the front lift, I have a button on the steering wheel. Raise the front of the car up, lower the front down. You can't mistake that for hitting the lift button. And then we have one other button on the steering wheel. If I tap it once, it turns the wiper on. If I tap it again, the wiper goes fast. If I hold it down, then the washers will work, and then I tap it once, it goes back to slow. Click it again, and it goes off. It goes to park. All right, so that's the steering wheel buttons. Now let's go to the keypads. So let's see, we're going to do this. Let's see if I can zoom out a little bit. This is the auto light button. So by default, the auto lights are on. And if I hit it, now they're off. I hit it again, it turns the parking lights on. Hit it again, it turns the low beams on. And one more time. Now it's on auto lights, and there's a light sensor that will control when the lights come on and off. That's pretty cool. These are the fog lights. These are the daytime running lights. By default, I have them on. And this is the parking brake. So if I just tap it, it shuts the parking brake off. Well, there's a warning light for the compressor for the brake booster. And then if I hold this down a second, it'll turn the parking brake on. And this system has reverse circuits built into it, so I'm going to control the lift, the reverse circuit for the lift, and reverse circuit for the electronic parking brake. Now let's move over to the bigger keypad. This is the starter button. So right now it's on off. If I press it once, it goes on to accessory. Press it again. It's now green. It's on ignition, so it turns the accessories off. All unnecessary electrical components like fans go off, and you hold it down. The car starts and it goes to run. This is the button for the interior lights. This is a fan override to turn the fans, all the fans on. If you think the engine is overheating, you can see the icons go off and on. I have a button for the defroster. I have no idea how I'm going to connect that to a valve to control that. And then I have the AC. So I'm going to disregard all the wiring for the vintage air system and control it with this system. So right now it's on auto. No, it's on AC. The mode is AC. Then I hit it again. It's red. Now it's on heat. I hit it again and it is off. And actually, if we go over to the climate control screen, you can actually see everything change. So right now, AC is on. Now heat is on. Now it's off. And now we put AC on. Then we have the fan, and the fan is on auto right now. Blue is auto. You press that, turns the fan off. You want to go to manual, it's on low. Medium, high, and we use a PWM signal to control that. But we have this auto setting, so I can literally set the temperature with these buttons here, so you can see by default it's at 66 degrees. That's where I typically like it, but if we want to lower it more, we can hold this button down. That'll turn blue, and the lowest temperature is 59 degrees. If we hold it in again, it'll go back to 66, but if we just tap it, it'll slowly change colors, go from light blue to purple to blue, and it gets cooler and cooler. Now, if we wanted to warm the car up, likewise, we could hold this down. It goes right to red, and now it's at 73 degrees. If we want to control it just a few degrees, you just press this in a couple times. It goes yellow to orange, then to red. So that is pretty cool. All right, so that is really my demo of the AIM system. You know, to me, it's not an inexpensive product, but it's well worth the money. It's going to greatly simplify everything. I mean, for the most part, this is basically all you need to wire a car. Pretty cool. All right, well, thanks for watching, and take care.